The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Hi there, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 9th day of February 2020. Oh, that got the cat going. 2022. And I think, well, we have a game for you today. I'm not going to say it's a dandy. I don't know. It's not the world's greatest pitching matchup, that's for sure. It is the Boston Red Sox at 19-12 against the Seattle Mariners at 16-16. This matchup was a little more appealing a few days ago until the Blue Jays just tortured Seattle, except for the game that we did. But the Red Sox are 2 games behind Toronto as we start play on this 15th day of May, 1985, a Wednesday night. So the Red Sox are looking pretty good. The Mariners, well, 500's kind of new for them. So it should be interesting. Mark Langston against Al Nipper. Again, we can't get them all right? All right, let's go. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball 85 today from Fenway Park in Boston. It is the Boston Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And it will be Al Nipper on the mound for Boston. Al, as we discussed the last time we had him on, not a bad pitcher at 85. 2-1 with a 3.60 ERA. He is making his 6th start of the year. And in fact, 6th start in the last month. He came up on April 15th. Al, 26 years old, a flat fastball pitcher at 90 and a fly ball pitcher. Not great for Fenway Park. Was ejected in his last start. How about that against Oakland? 2 innings, 47 pitches, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. Up at the Kingdome on the 2nd, a 7-inning no decision against the Mariners. He gave up 5 runs, 4 of those earned. So overall, he should be pretty fresh. 30 innings, 25 hits, 15 runs, 12 earned. 2 homers. He's walked 14 and struck out 14. Jim Rice says hello. And this will be the lineup he'll face. Jack Perconte is at second. He'll lead off for Seattle. Phil Bradley in left will bat second. Al Cowens in right goes third. Stormin Gorman Thomas, who homered against the Jays when we had him on, is the DH. He cleans up. Alvin Davis at first bats fifth. Dave Henderson in center goes 6th. Jim Presley at third will bat 7th. Bob Kearney behind the plate goes 8th. And Spike Owen at short, future Red Sox of America member, will bat 9th. Mark Langston should go about 115 pitches, and he is not the Mark Langston that you'll be getting used to in later years. Setting the defense for Boston, Jim Rice is a 4-arm in left. Tony Armas a 3 and a 3 in center. Reed Nichols is a 3 in right. Wade Boggs a 5 at third. Jackie Gutierrez is a 4 at short. Marty Barrett a 6 at second. Bill Buckner a 5 at first. Mark Sullivan gets the call with a lefty Langston on the mound. He's a 6 and a 3 behind the plate. And Nipper is a 7 with a 9-12 fielding percentage. So with all that, Perconte steps in at 290. A homer, 4 doubles, and 11 RBI. Game 33 for Seattle, game 32 for the Red Sox on a beautiful night for baseball on the Back Bay. 71 degrees, winds 9 miles an hour going from left to right. And this one starts with a ground ball to Buckner. Bill takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. Rice a 5 and a 4 in left. Nichols is a 3 and a 1 in center. Oh, we took care of Junkie. How you doing, John? A Junkie. Gave a listen to my 86 replay this morning. Ah, yeah. With Chris Daly on from Basketball Legends yesterday for Digital Dice. That was an awful lot of fun. 86 replays shipped, by the way. Football. So it'll be Phil Bradley. Phil at 341. A great start for him. 9 homers and 31 RBI. Nipper winds and deals. And that's strike 3. A 2-2 fastball on the inside corner. 2 out for Al Cowens. Al at 227. 3 homers, 10 doubles, and 12 RBI. Nipper delivers. There's a ground ball to first. Buckner will let that one roll foul. And the count is 0-2. I think I have that on a playlist, don't I? Probably should put the most recent football season I did on a playlist as well. Count is 0-2 to Cowens. Nipper trying to get out of the first clean. He will. Ground ball to Buckner. Bill to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. The Mariners go in order. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. So it'll be the Mark Langston. The championship. Listen to the conference championships yesterday. We will be doing a Super Bowl preview show, or pre-play, at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Mark Langston makes his 8th start of the year. He's 25 years old, a fastball pitcher at 94, and a flyball plus pitcher. Probably worked at the Kingdom, is not going to work here. He is 2-3 with a 6.99 ERA. Not on a playlist. I'll have to look. Gosh, I did that one a few years ago. I thought I had 86 on a playlist. You ran through a lot then. Langston, his last outing, by the way, was May 10th, so 5 days ago, in a 5-3 loss to the Blue Jays. He went 5 1/3, 101 pitches, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a homer. He's given up 8 so far. He walked 2 and struck out 5. So Langston just trying to figure out his way. 37 1/3 innings, 42 hits, 30 runs, 29 earned, 8 home runs. Holy Brad Radke. 28 walks, 20 strikeouts. And you can buy his discount CD at $6.99. Control was an issue for Langston in 85. He walked 91 and struck out 72. The lineup he will face: Wade Boggs leads off at third. Goodness gracious, why is doing it as a DH? And you got Reed, Nichols, and Wright. Great. He'll bat second. Buckner will bat third at first. Rice cleans up in left. Tony Armas in center will bat fifth. Reed Nichols is in right field. He'll bat sixth. Marty Barrett at second will bat seventh. Jackie Gutierrez at short will bat eighth. And with the lefty Langston, Mark Sullivan gets the call behind the plate. He'll bat ninth. Nipper threw 14 pitches in his half of the first. Phil Bradley is a 6 and a 4 in left. Dave Henderson is a 4 and I think an 8 in center. Al Cowens a 6 in right. Jim Presley is a 5 at third. Spike Owen an 8 at short. Jack Percani is 6 at second. Alvin Davis a 4 at first. And Bob Kearney is a 7 and a 5 behind the plate. Langston is a 7 on the mound with a .946 fielding percentage. How you doing, Steeler fan? So bottom of the first, Boggs at 359. Wade is 9 doubles, a homer, and is driven in 16. Pitch from Langston. Boggs into right. Cowens going way back there to the track. And that is off the wall. Cowens has a good arm. It's a 9. But Boggs is into second standing with his 10th double of the year, I believe. And now I'll bring him Dwight Evans, 268, 5 homers, and 23 RBI. Bottom of the first, no score. Evans pops it up, left side. Owen, almost on the grass. 1 out. Brings up Bill Buckner. Bill, 346. 7 homers and 26 RBI. He only hit 16 in the real year in 673 at-bats. So he's sporting an OPS of 941, which in 1985 terms, they wouldn't even know what that was. Pitch to Buckner. Walked him. So first and second, 1 out for Rice. Gibbon at 273, 7 homers, and 18 RBI. Rice would be benefit to take a few pitches here. That's up the middle, and that's going to be a line drive caught by Dave Henderson. A nice play. It was a sinking blooper, and Henderson played it perfectly. 2 out. And now I'll bring up Tony Armas. Tony at 287, 10 homers, and 33 RBI. Boggs on second, Evans on first. Mark Langston trying to get out of trouble here in the first inning. Pitch to Tony. There's a liner center field. Henderson runs over and will make the catch. No, he won't. It'll drop in front of him. Boggs will round third and score. Armas is going to get 2. Buckner is into third. That's his 7th double of the year. Henderson dove, and it got past him. So a flare off the bat of Armas that hooked away from Dave Henderson. Henderson made the effort, couldn't get there, and Tony, who thought he was going to be out, is standing on second base with a 2-out double. So that'll bring up Reed Nichols. Reed is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, 188 on the real year, a homer, and 3 RBI. So Langston thought he was out of it, and kind of like a good book, it just sucked him right back in. Pitch to Nichols. Gets away from Kearney, and here comes Buckner. So a pass ball from Bob Kearney, and now a full count, and it's now 2-0 Boston. So Nichols has Armas on third. The fastball was right in there tight, and it just hit off the glove of Kearney. He should have had it, yet he didn't. Pitch to Reed is a base hit left center field. That's going to drop in front of Henderson. Nichols is in with a double. And it's 3-0 Boston. All the runs are earned. Here's Marty Barrett. Marty at 231, a homer and 5 RBI. The Red Sox explode for 3 here in the bottom of the first. And they are looking for their 20th win of the year, trying to hang with the Toronto Blue Jays. Seattle, even at 500, is right in the thick of it in the American League West. Barrett walked. So Langston has burnt the script, let alone loses it. Full count fastball, high and tight. And that'll bring up Jackie Gutierrez. Jackie at 194, 2 triples, a homer, and 10 RBI. 3-0 Boston. Here with 2 out in the bottom of the first. Ground ball to Owen. Spike goes a long way to first. And Gutierrez is going to beat it out. The bang banger in Seattle. Wow. There's Mark Sullivan. Sully at 313. 1 homer and 2 RBI. So Nichols on third, Barrett on second, and Gutierrez on first. Langston has thrown 36 pitches so far here in the first. The pitch to Sully popped up. Percani, so the Red Sox will leave them loaded. And as soon as Jack makes the catch, I can tell you 3 runs on 3 hits, or 4 hits rather, than the pass ball really hurt. We go to the second, 3-0 Boston. So Gorman Thomas, Alvin Davis, and Dave Henderson to face Al Nipper. And it still looks like Nipper is that guy at the end of the bar watching his girlfriend get hit on by the entire place. Thomas at 192, 9 homers and 20 RBI. Nipper starts the second with a line drive to third. Boggs is there, 1 out. And that'll bring up Alvin Davis. Alvin at 288, 2 homers and 16 RBI. Nipper winds and deals. Davis into right. Reed Nichols over in the corner. Makes the catch, 2 out. Now bring up Dave Henderson. Hendu at 257, 3 homers and 12 RBI. Struck him out. He swings and misses on an 89-mile-an-hour 1-2 fastball, and the Mariners go down in order for the second time. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 2, 3-0 Boston. I trust Twitch and YouTube notifications about as much as I trust myself with Girl Scout cookies. How you doing, Tribe fan? So Wade Boggs doubled his first time up and scored. Now a Facebook group, by the way, and I post the schedule on that. So Langston is opening 9 on 41 pitches, 4 hits, 3 runs, only 2 were earned, and he's walked 2. Boggs hit his 10th double of the year, his first time up. There's a chopper to Percane. Jack will pick it up almost off the grass. Boggs is not fast, 1 out. That brings up Dwight Evans. Dewey is 0 for 1. Working hard, and we're all hoping that the 2022 Major League season starts on time. You don't need me going 5 days a week. Pitch to Evans. There's a liner in the center field. Henderson this time will snare it. And that's 2 out. Here's Bill Buckner. Bill walked and scored in the first, sitting on a 13-game hitting streak. He's got a 14-game hitting streak as he bounces out one past Davis and Cowens. Buckner leaving to go. It would be safe with a double. Well, I go at noon, and RJL normally goes at night, right? Here's Rice. Jim is 0 for 1, so Buckner with the 5th Red Sox hit. Yeah. So plenty of people would be doing baseball. RJL's doing 79. And I think he starts that pretty soon if he hasn't already. If you're a fan of the Pittsburgh Pirates, I would highly suggest that, because we are a family. Pitch to Rice is 0 for 1. Jim Ed hits a fly ball to right, but Cowens should be able to track that one down. He does, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Red Sox have left 4 on through 2. After 2, 3-0 Boston. Yep, Tribe fan does. If you're not a fan of his channel, you should be. Hoping for Game 4 of the 16 World Series. Trying to reverse history and send the Cubbies back to the dustbin. Steeler fan, yep, he's doing 79. That will start Monday on RJL Network. That's the new name of his channel, right? Jim Presley at 280, 5 homers and 14 RBI. Ow. My shoulder doing a snap, crackle, pop thing. Not looking too good for the Indians. What are you down 3-0? It can be done. Pitch to Presley. There's a fly ball to left. Rice is going back, way back there. That ball is going to grab some monster, I believe. Yep, that's going to hit the top of the wall. Presley's going to have a double at least. Rice throws it in. And for Presley, that's his 10th of the year. Even Bob Kearney says so. So the first hit for Seattle. Kearney at 269, a homer and 5 RBI. That was a tough Cubs team. And depending on when you bring in Chapman, that makes it even tougher. So Kearney, 3-0 Boston, top the third. Nobody out. Kearney swings, a ground ball to first. Buckner will underhand it to Nipper, and there is one out. So Jim Presley goes to third. Brings up Spike Owens. Spike at 316. 3 homers, really. And 15 RBI. Spike looks so happy in that picture. Got a chance to pick up an RBI right here. Right now, just the 9th or the 10th as far as Chapman. Sadly, playing it 2 months like a regular season game almost. That's always tough. That was the year, of course, that was the year that my dad died, right after that World Series. But you could tell that both Joe Maddon and Tito Francona nearly just outmanaged themselves. So much pressure, of course, on the Cubs because of what they were doing. And the Indians, well, you know, plug your ears, Tribe fan, but that's the second largest. Now it's the longest World Series drought. So a lot of pressure on both of those teams. At least Francona had been there before with the Red Sox. Pitch to Owen. Presley on third. Popped up left side. Boggs just kind of stands there. Makes the catch. 2 out for Percani, who's 0-for-1. Opening 9 for Nipper, 31 pitches, 2 2/3, a hit and 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Chapman, Miller, that's right, because that's the year that they started using Andrew Miller in the 5th or the 6th, and Corey Kluber were gassed by Game 7. Absolutely, but you got to the 10th inning of Game 7 of the World Series. That's pretty amazing. I know it doesn't make up for Jose Mesa in 97, but if there is a regular season this year, is Francona going to manage? DJ John, how are you? How you feeling? Runner on third, Percani will send this one into right center field. That ball is well struck. Nichols going back. That is off the wall. Presley will score. Percani will round second and hold for his 5th double of the year. So Seattle is on the board now 3-1. Here's Bradley. He struck out his first time up. Throw to second because Percani can steal, and Jack is back. Francona will manage. Absolutely my favorite manager of all time. Now he'll work on Bradley, will Nipper, and Bradley line drive to third. Boggs snares that one, and that will retire the side. But the Mariners get on the board. A run on 2 hits, and they don't leave a runner back. Oh, John, I'm so sorry. Bottom 3, Boston 3, Seattle 1. John strained his back yesterday. Armas, Nichols, and Barrett to face Langston here in the 3rd. Mark not pitching all that well. Here's Armas. Tony doubled his first time up. Drove in a run and scored. This time around, he walked. Brings up Nichols. Reed doubled and drove in a run his first time up. Now 1 for 5 on the year. Armas not going anywhere, and Langston got him with an 0-2 fastball on the inside corner. So that brings up Marty Barrett. Marty walked his first time up, one of 3 issued by Langston. At least this time is workman's comp. How long are you going to be out for? Instead of at home falling off a ladder. Marty can bunt. We're playing back. We'll swing away. There's a ground ball to third. Presley comes in almost on the grass. Long throw to first. Armas will take the bag at second. And Barrett is safe. So on a bang-banger goes the way of Marty Barrett. So first and second, 1 out for Jackie Gutierrez. And Jackie will square. They're playing back. He singled his first time up. Gutierrez gets the bunt down. Kearney's only play is to first. Percani covering. And there is 1 out. So second and third. They faint in the press box because the Red Sox played small ball. 2 out for Mark Sullivan. Mark is 0 for 1. A single makes it 5-1. Armas on third. Marty Barrett on second. Langston deals. Sullivan slaps one down to third. Presley across the way. And the Red Sox will proceed to leave on 2 more. Of course they do. No runs, a hit. They've left on 6 through 3. Red Sox baseball, 1985, catch it. They lead the Mariners 3-1. So Cowens, Thomas, and Davis to face Nipper here in the 4th. Al is 0 for 1. Al pitches to Al, and that's into right center field for a base hit. Nichols will corral it and throw it back in. You can call me Betty, and I'll call you Al. Here's Gorman Thomas. Gorman 0 for 1. Third hit for Seattle. Thomas swings into left field. That is well struck. That is gone. Nope, off the wall. That hit just below the net. Thomas admired it a little too long. He's into second standing. Cowens will score, and it's 3-2 Boston. Thank you, Steeler fan. So here's Davis. Alvin is 0 for 1. Nipper trying to shake that one off. He won't now. It's a tie game. That's into right field. Nichols will pick it up. Thomas will... Is he going to try? He should try and score. Yes, he will. Here comes the throw. Nichols not blessed with a great arm. Thomas not great with speed, and the throw is not in time. And so we are knotted up at 3. Tie ball game. And now bring up Henderson. Dave struck out his first time up, runner on first. So the Red Sox got 3 in the bottom of the first, have now given it all back up. Pitch to Hendu. There's a chopper to short. I'm not sure they get anybody here. No, Gutierrez misplays it. JT Dutch, how are you? So there is still nobody out. This time for Jim Presley. Jim doubled his first time up and scored. So first and second, nobody out. Nipper trying to get something to go right his way. Pitch to Jim. Line drive to Barrett. Davis gets back 1 out. Brings up Bob Kearney. Bob is 0 for 1. So now a ground ball would be his best friend for Mr. Nipper. Although Gutierrez should have had him out of the jam a moment ago. Pitch to Kearney. Popped up left side, foul territory. Boggs by the Seattle dugout, and that will be bounce off the dugout. And somebody from Brattleboro, Vermont will make that catch. 1-2 the count. Nipper from the stretch. Fouls it off of Mark Sullivan's shoulder, so the count is still 1-2. Nipper tries again. Kearney, base hit right field. Nichols will not get that one. That's extra bases. Davis will score. Henderson goes to third. Henderson will round third and score, and it's 5-3 Seattle. Bill Buckner couldn't get down the line to stop it. And that'll bring up Spike Owen. Nipper, one earned run away from maybe getting a yank. Spike is 0 for 1, so Kearney has his 4th double of the year. And he walked him. Oh, this is the Al Nipper I know and love. Nipper is strong. We'll check there. Here's my bullpen. Could use Stanley and Clear. Maybe even Bruce Keeson if we go there too short. Trujillo we probably would not use. No lefties for the Sox. So Nipper, his opening 18, 64 pitches, 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Nipper may not be tired, but his fielders might be. Yeah, I was thinking that. Pitch to Percani. Runners on first and second, and Percani walks. Away and vey. And I'll bring up Phil Bradley. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Seattle has a 4 spot on the monster here in the 4th. Kearney on third, Owen on second, and Percani on first. Pitch to Bradley, and gosh, that hit him. Are you kidding me? Kearney will score. It is now 6-3. John McNamara comes out to a chorus of boos. And George Bell's best friend is coming in. Bruce Keeson got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Fenway Park in Boston. It wasn't Al Nipper's day. Then again, after 85, it really was never his day. This is the 3rd appearance for Sweetie. That's his nickname, Sweetie. He'll make a total of 9 starts before all is said and done. He last pitched on the 10th. 5 innings and a 4-3 loss. 84 pitches, 4 hits. Ron chokes, 2 runs, both earned, and a homer. He walked 2 and struck out 4. So 8 2/3, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 errors, or 3 earned runs. A homer. He walked 6 and struck out 7. 35 years old, a fastball pitcher. And just favors getting out of innings. Triple negative day for Nipper. Yeah, it wasn't Al's best day. Al Cowens is 1 for 2. He is singled and scored. And a reminder that the Red Sox, through 3, have stranded 6 runs. Bases loaded, and Cowens gets hit. Oh, come on. And so Cowens and Keeson look at each other, and somewhere near an internet stream that didn't exist in 1985, George Bell starts to sing Kung Fu Fighting. So here's Gorman Thomas, and if he plunks Thomas, all hell is going to break loose at Fenway Park. It's 7-3 Seattle. Thomas is 1 for 2 with a double. And I really can't afford to lose Bruce Keeson. Here's the pitch. Thomas walked. So it's now 8-3 Seattle. And now you know why we don't do Red Sox replays on this channel. Al Davis. Alvin is 1 for 2. He has an RBI, a run scored, and a single. So Bradley on third, Cowens on second, and Thomas on first. And yep, there is still only one out. The Seahawks have a touchdown on the board here in the fourth. John is rooting for the M's. He walked him. Bruce Keeson is a member of the Bob Stanley community. He has faced 3 batters, has walked 2 and hit a man. I'm sure there's a Queen song about it. Dave Henderson is 0 for 2. He has struck out and scored. And yep, the Seahawks converted the 2. 8 runs on the board for the Mariners here in the fourth. Or the Ocho, as JT Dutch tells me. Get somebody out. Henderson strikes out. A 1-2 fastball. Swung on and missed. And that'll bring up Jim Presley. My goodness gracious. John's a winner either way. He loves the Red Sox. I don't love him right now. Presley 1 for 2, a run scored and a double. A Bronx cheer in Boston for sure, Tribe fan. Presley. Got him! How about that? Keeson doesn't even get anyone to put the ball in play. Not a bad 21 pitches. Well, they're not good either. I mean, he hit a batter, he walked 2 runs in, and then struck out the next 2. A 2-2 breaking ball looked in, and that will end the inning. Going to have to do the whole Gloucester Foster thing in a minute when we do the game summary. Seattle gets 8 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 9-3 Seattle. So Mark Langston has a chance to get a win here. His opening 18 on 81 pitches, 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. So here are the standings coming into the day. Houston and Los Angeles are tied. Atlanta 3.5. San Diego, San Francisco, and Cincinnati has finally started to string something together. Cardinals, after their embarrassing loss on Retro Sports Network, beat San Diego in the opening of that series. In the East, a 1.5 over Chicago. And the Phillies are 9-21. Ouch. Merrick, we told you that whoever finishes in front with a 500 record in the AL West is in good shape. Texas a 2-game lead over Kansas City, Seattle, and California. The Twins have lost 5 straight. Toronto has won 5 straight. They're 21-10. Them and the Mariners have the Cardinals have the best record in baseball. Go Astros. Okay. Wade Boggs is 1 for 2. He's got his 10th double of the year and scored in the first. That's an extra base hit into right center field. That's going to get the triangle. Cowens got a terrible jump on it. And Wade is in with his 11th of the year. Yeah, Langston was terrible. Boggs slid in, and that'll bring up Dwight Evans, who was 0 for 2. 2 and 3 in the replay with a 6.92 ERA for Langston. 7 and 14 with a 5.47 ERA in real life. So Boggs on second. The Red Sox led 3-1. They now trail 9-3. Pitch to Evans is into left field. Bradley, that's looking way up there. Bradley will run out of real estate, and Dewey has homered. So it's now 9-5, Dolly. Pour yourself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch. The Red Sox have come alive. Search your own typewriter sound there. So for Dewey, that's his 6th of the year. Nine home runs allowed by Langston in 40 innings in the sim. The Red Sox, a lot of power. And the wind is blowing out to left center now at 5 on a beautiful night in Boston. So here's Buckner. Let's see if Langston tries to retaliate. Got him. An 0-2 swung on and missed. Brings up Jim Rice's 0 for 2. Yeah, good. Yeah, it was a great year for Buckner, Jamie. Yep, once you get to that M's pen, as we saw the other night, and Toronto's come back a win. Pitch from Langston. Ball 4. So Rice takes the free pass. 3-0 fastball high and upstairs. Tony Armas has walked, scored, driven in a run, and doubled. 1 for 1. It's going to be like one of these 24-20 games that they had at Wrigley Field, huh? Pitch to Armas. Tony hits a base hit down the line. That is going to be extra. Cowens will pick it up. Rice motors on to third. He will round third and score. Armas is trying for 3. The throw is a dandy from Cowens, and Tony is safe. Says it's a stand-up triple. The throw was wide of the bag, and it's now 9-6 on Armas's 3rd triple of the year. Reed Nichols is 1 for 2. He has an RBI double and a strikeout. Langston deals. That's in the center. That should score Armas. Hendu going back, makes a comfortable catch. Tony tags and scores without a throw, and it's 9-7, and that'll do it for Langston. Salome Barroas comes in to pitch. And yep, that Mariner pen is about as solid as termited timber. Yeah, Nichols and Wright and Evans the DH. What in the heck was John McNamara thinking? Barojas is making his 6th appearance. He's made 3 starts. 28 years old. Fastball pitcher at 91 and a standard pitcher. He was a closer for the White Sox when they won the division in 83. Pitched 12 days ago against the Blue Jays in a start and a loss. 6 2/3, 115 pitches, 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. So overall, 20 innings, 29 hits, 17 runs, 16 earned. He gave up a homer. That was to California. He has walked 10 and struck out 9. And with nobody on and 2 out, here's Marty Barrett. There have been 12 runs scored in this inning. Seattle with 8, Boston with 4. Pitch to Barrett. Marty chops out one to short, a ground ball. Gracious sakes alive, 0 to first, and Nat will finally retire the side. You could have read War and Peace and all that. 4 runs and 3 hits and no errors. Hey, the Red Sox don't leave anybody on. We go to the 5th, 9-7 to Seattle. So Bruce Keeson will face Bob Kearney, Spike Owen, and Jack Percani here in the 5th. Bob 1 for 2, 2 RBI, a double, and a run scored. Pitch from Keeson. Kearney grounds out one to short. Gutierrez deep in the hole. Long throw to first. 1 out. It brings up Spike Owen. Spike is 0 for 1. He walked and scored. There's a base hit. Nichols down the line. Owens has 2. Owen is going to dig for 3. Nichols does not have a good arm. It kind of bounces off the infield, but it's going to be close. Owens in there. Boggs got the tag in, but Owen kept his hand on the bag. So 1 out triple is the 4th for Owen this year. Jack Percani is 1 for 2. He's doubled, scored, walked, and driven in a run. The Red Sox and the Mariners are going to get pitching at some point, but not today. Percani draws the walk. 9-7 Seattle here in the 5th. 1:45 already. We haven't even run the commercial yet. Bradley is 0 for 2. An RBI, a run scored, and a strikeout. Percani goes. Sullivan just eats it. And that's the 5th stolen base for Jack. 1-0 the count to Percani. You got a better chance of throwing the ball in the outfield than you do getting out Percani there. Pitch to Bradley. There's a base hit. That's going to score 2 more. So Owen will score. Percani is going to score. Rice just throws it back in, and it's 11-7. It'll be Cowens 1 for 2. Throw to first. Bradley is back. Cowens. There goes Bradley. Sullivan will throw it down, and he is safe. So now the Mariners are cheating and using speed. For Bradley, that's his 6th stolen base. Oh, you're going to have to see Bob Stanley, I think, coming in. Oh, my goodness gracious. Pitch to Cowens. Got him! An 0-2 curveball for strike 3. 2 out for Gorman Thomas. They're chanting Steamer in the chat. Thomas 1 for 2. 2 RBI, a double, a run scored, and a walk. Bruce Keeson, the long man for Boston, is taking a longer walk off a short pier. Giving up 2 earned runs. Thomas in the left. Rice. And finally, you guys are going to get a commercial. Hey, the Seattle scores 2 on 2 hits and no errors. They leave a runner on. We're halfway home on a Wednesday afternoon. It's 11-7 Seattle. Well, we're only going to read this list once. Deep breath time. The Red Sox, if you joined us late, set 9 to the plate in the first. Armas with a double home Wade Boggs to make it 1-0. Bill Buckner scored on a pass ball by Bob Kearney to make it 2-0. And then Reed Nichols, of all people, doubled home Tony Armas to make it 3-0. Buckner with a double in the second now has a 14-game hitting streak. In the third, Jack Percani doubled home Jim Presley to make it 3-1. Then in the fourth, all hell broke loose. Seattle sent 14 to the plate, scoring 8 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, a couple of hit batsmen, and an error. It started with Gorman Thomas doubling home Al Cowens. Alvin Davis tied the game on an RBI single. Then Bob Kearney with a 2-run double to make it 5-3 Seattle. And then after we brought in some new pitchers, Phil Bradley was hit by a pitch to score Bob Kearney. Al Cowens was hit by a pitch to score Spike Owen to make it 7-3. And then Bruce Keeson proceeded to walk Gorman Thomas and then Alvin Davis to make it 9-3. In the bottom of the fourth, Dwight Evans, a 2-run homer, his sixth to make it 9-5. Tony Armas, of all people, tripled to score Jim Rice to make it 9-6. And then Reed Nichols with a fly ball, a sac fly to make it 9-7. In the top of the fifth, Phil Bradley with a 2-run single to make it 11-7. And we have reached Phyllis Diller Ugly in the pitching department. Mark Langston couldn't even pitch long enough to get the win. He was done in the fourth. And Al Nipper couldn't even do that. 1 out in the fourth. So we're not going to recite those numbers to you, but Bruce Keeson isn't going to get any glory either. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 5 outs, but he's taken 11 batters to do it. So Jackie Gutierrez starts the bottom of the fifth at 12:50 Eastern Time. Jackie has a single. He's 1 for 1. Also has a sacrifice bunt. He strikes out, but Rojas got him on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That brings up Sullivan. Mark is going to get pinch hit for. Be Rich Gibbon, 260, a homer and 5 RBI. 11-7 Seattle. Yeah, I haven't mentioned it in this earlier, but you're right, JT. That is Haywood Sullivan's kid. Part of the mess of the Red Sox in this part of the decade. Gedman flies one to right. Back goes Cowens. Way back. It's 11-8. Gedman puts one up in Williams territory in right field. His second of the year. 308 feet, my right tushy. Gedman just took him deep. My goodness, above the bullpens and everything. Tenth hit for the Boston. Yeah, oh my goodness, is it ever. The outcome box for Boggs. 513 batting average, a 9.4% chance of a double, a 0.6% chance of a triple, 1% chance of a homer, 25.6% chance of a walk. You got a 780 on-base percentage chance here. And Gedman had some great years. 770, let's do the math here. 769. Watch him strike out. Pitch to Boggs. Base hit left field. Boggs is going to chance it. He's going for 2. Bradley's throwing to Percani. Not in time. Boggs has 3 doubles on the ball game. Who would have saw that one coming? Brings up Dwight Evans. Dwight is 1 for 3. Has a homer, his 6th, and drove in 2. It's a palindrome. 11-8 for Seattle, 8-11 for Boston. Pitch to Dewey. Got him. 2 out. Swung on and missed the fastball on the full count. Here's Bill Buckner. Bill 1 for 2. A double, a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Pitch to Buckner. Boggs goes, gets away from Kearney. And Boggs will go back. Didn't want to chance it on the wild pitch. So it is officially not a wild pitch. 1-2 the count to Buckner. Bill. There's a base hit. That's going in the left center field. Boggs will round third and hold. Buckner with a single, so runners on the corners, 2 out. For Rice, who's got a 49.8% chance of reaching here. Jim has walked once already. He has scored and is 0 for 2. This one's not going in the Tom Amansky school of fundamentals, for sure. But Rojas deals. He got him. Are you kidding me? He swings and misses on the 2-2 fastball, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox leave 2 on because, of course, they do. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the 6th, 11-8 Seattle. So it'll be Davis, Henderson, and Presley to face Bruce Keeson. Davis 1 for 2. He is single, driven in 2, scored and walked. I'm missing a catcher. Honestly, gang, do you think it really matters? Gibbon is 7-7 behind the plate, and both managers are reaching for a bottle of 7-7. 7 up and Seagram 7. That's right, catch what they're hitting everything. It's T-ball right now. 20 hits combined over the first 5 innings. Davis starts the 6th with a walk. Here's Hendu. He struck out twice. He's 0 for 3 and scored a run. Davis not going anywhere. There's a base hit. Oh, my goodness. Rice will pick it up. Davis will hold at second. You're asking for him, and you got him, ladies and gentlemen. Pitching for the Red Sox, Bob Stanley. Pitching, Stanley. All right, Rapid Robert, 31 years old. He's a fastball pitcher. 87 miles an hour and a ground ball pitcher. He's making his 11th appearance of the year. He is 1-0 with 5 saves and an ERA of 3, including a 4-pitch strikeout performance last night. How about that? So in 15 innings, he's allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 home runs for Bigfoot, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. In fact, Stanley has saved all 5 chances he's been given. And in the month of May, at 1-0 with 3 saves and an ERA of 1.17. So Davis on second, Henderson on first, Presley 1 for 3, a double, a run scored, and a strikeout. Is it wrong to wish that he could have pitched for the Indians? No, not at all. Sorry, Tribe fan. And become the Cleveland Steamer. Pitch to Presley. There's a ground ball up the middle. Could it be Gutierrez? Barrett for 1. Over to Buckner. They turn it. Wow. So Stanley gets a double play. He induces something good. You know things are messed up at that. A Steamer special for sure. Here's Kearney. 1 for 3. A double. 2 RBI. He has scored a run. You know, his numbers are pretty good. 2.87 ERA. He just was never meant to be a closer. Pitch to Kearney. To Gutierrez. Another ground ball. We go to first, and that will retire the side. The Mariners leave a runner on and do not score. Oh, this should be fun. I've never heard of him. Dig deep in those Topps Jumbo packs. Carl Best is coming in. Carl, the 3rd pitcher for Seattle. He looks good. Making his 6th appearance of the year. 26 years old, a fastball pitcher at 93 and a ground ball pitcher. 195 real life ERA, 2-1 with 4 saves. On the replay, this will be his 6th appearance. 1-0 with a 2.25 ERA. Faced the Red Sox in Seattle on the second, retired 2 batters and walked a man. Last pitched on the 7th against Milwaukee, 2 2/3. 45 pitches, he walked 2 and struck out 3. So overall, 8 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a homer, and that came against the Twins. He walked 3 and struck out 7. So Carl Best Mayo to face Armas, Nichols, and Barrett here in the bottom of the 6th at 1 o'clock. My goodness. Armas has doubled and tripled, has driven in 2, walked once, and scored twice. And he strikes out. Best average is about 1 per inning. So check swing on an 0-2 hard fastball at 96, 1 out. Here's Nichols. Reed is 1 for 2. 2 RBI, a strikeout. Make it 2 as he swings and misses. He took something off of that fastball, 2 out. So we got a good morning and a good afternoon. Will Marty Barrett give them a good night? He is 1 for 2. He is singled and walked. Between June of 87 and August of 88, Carl Best was traded 3 times. That's interesting. Pitch to Barrett. He gets the side. Good morning, good afternoon, and a 2-2 curveball swung on and missed for good night. The Red Sox go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning here at the Fens, 11-8 Seattle. So Owen, Percani, and Bradley to face Stanley here in the 7th. Spike 1 for 2. He has tripled, scored twice, and walked. Stanley starts the 7th with a ground ball to Gutierrez. Deep in the hole, over to first, 1 out. Goodness gracious. Here's Percani, Jack 1 for 2. A double, an RBI. He scored twice. Stole his 5th of the year and walked twice. From the line, struck him out. Bob Stanley doing the job. Got him on an 0-2 curve. Swung on and missed. Here's Bradley. Phil 1 for 3. A single. He's driven in 3. Scored. Stole a base and struck out. Stanley trying to get a clean inning. He might get it. That's into left. Rice will ride the Schwinn. And that is a 3rd out. Stretch time 11-8 Seattle. There we go. So Gutierrez, Gibbon, and Boggs to face Best here in the bottom of the 7th. Jackie 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. In the middle 3 innings, there were 15 runs. Seattle outscored Boston 10-5. Pitch to Gutierrez to start the 7th. And that's going to be a strikeout. And did someone get tossed? Gutierrez didn't like the call on a 1-2 curve, and the umpire kept him in there, but sternly warned him that if you argue again, you're getting Angel Hernandez the next game. You won't like that. Here's Rich Gibbon. Gibbon hit a pinch hit home run that towered into right center field his last time up, in that 4-run 4th. This time around, popped up left side, and Presley will let that one go foul. So up and away, someone from Saugus made that catch. 0-2 the count. Yep, anger issues. Up until really Nomar, boy, did they struggle trying to find a competent shortstop. Glenn Hoffman played some short, as JT Judge says. Ray Quinones started the year in '86. Was traded for Spike Owen and Dave Henderson. Owen kind of flamed out after a while. Pitch to Gibbon. There's a line drive right in the waiting arms of Jim Presley, 2 out. Hoffman was a longtime coach for the Dodgers. Boggs is 3 for 4, by the way. Wade has 3 doubles. Has scored twice. Back to the Carl Best story. Best was traded to the Giants in August of '89 and never pitched. Signed as a free agent for $105,000 and never pitched again. Yeah, Hoffman, he replaced Bill Russell, if I'm not mistaken, right? It wasn't directly Tommy. Boggs is 3 for 4. Wade strikes out, and Best has retired 5 by way of the K. We go to the 8th, 11-8, Seattle. So Stanley will start the 8th. He's thrown 2 innings and struck out 1. Al Collins is 1 for 3, has a single, an RBI, a run scored, and a strikeout. That's a ground ball to Barrett. Over to Buckner, 1 out. Traded at 88 was Carl Best and signed for 89. Wonder what the injury was. Here's Gorman Thomas. Got himself a double and a walk. He's yet to strike out. Driven in 2. Now has 22 RBI in the year and a run scored. To third. Boggs. Long throw to first. That's Al Cowlings. Jamie. Al Cowlings. Cowlings. Hoffman replaced Russell. Did pretty well, but the Dodgers hired Davey Johnson before the next season. 2 out. Here's Alvin Davis. Stanley doing so well. Davis 1 for 2. 2 RBI, a run scored, and he's walked twice. Stanley deals. And there's a fly ball to right. Nichols is going to make the catch, and Stanley is going to get 3 clean innings-ish. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Fenway Park. 11-8 Seattle, and that'll do it for Carl Best. Ed Nunez is coming in. Nunez, if he can get 2 innings here, could pick up the save. This is his potentially his 9th save opportunity, and he's converted 6 with an ERA of 3.55. 22 years old, a fastball pitcher at 90, and a fly ball pitcher. He last pitched against the Blue Jays. I believe we did this game. Went 1 inning, allowed through 26 pitches, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, and the 2 homers, 1 to Bell and 1 to Barfield. He walked 1 and struck out 1. So overall, 12 2/3, 10 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all on solo homers, by the way, all 5. Yes, he's probably Edwin Nunez. So he wasn't there for picture day. Walked 5 and struck out 6. Dewey, Buckner, and Rice here in the bottom of the 8th. It's still a ball game here, 11-8, Seattle. Evans with a 2-run shot, 1 for 4, with a run scored and a strikeout. He now has 6 home runs on the year. He strikes out. He swung on and missed a good curve. That's right. My name is AC. You know who I am, gosh darn it. There. DJ John chimes in. I had forgotten that Hoffman even managed the Dodgers. You know, Russell should have been the first of that famous infield to go. Instead, he outlasted everyone. Well, if it wasn't for Yoko Ono becoming Ronsei's best friend. Air conditioning, never heard of him. Where is Todd B these days anyway? I haven't seen him in a while. Buckner 2 for 3, single, double, run scored, walk, and a strikeout. That's up the middle, past Percani, and he'll drop in front of Anderson. So that brings up Rice. Jim Ed is 0 for 3. He has walked, struck out, and scored. Buckner not a threat. Russell struck around because he was inexpensive. Yeah, that makes sense. So 11-8 Seattle here. No chance to make fun of no chance to make fun of George Hendrick. No attendance. Nope. And this year 85, Jamie says Garvey, Say, and Lopes were still putting in good years. And the Dodgers didn't have a shortstop prospect. Oh, that would help. Pitch to Rice. There's a base hit left field. Bradley will pick it up on a hop. Buckner's going to hold at second. Buckner's going to hold at second. One out for Armas. And now the Red Sox have the tying run at the plate. Tony is 2 for 3. Double, triple, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored, a walk and a strikeout. Kearney goes out to talk to Nunez. From the stretch. Into right. Back goes Cowens. Way back there, and that will be caught. Buckner will go to third because Cowens pretty much had to do a wide receiver style catch. So 2 out, runners on the corners. And it's going to be Rick Miller. Miller 2 for 4 as a pinch hitter. Oh, Jose Offerman. Yeah, Offerman was our first baseman for a while, too. Offerman was a DH in waiting. He was a terrible first baseman. Jamie having fun with some Al Cowling stuff. So first and third, 2 out. Miller not a threat to homer. But Buckner waiting to be picked up on third to make it a 2-run game. Pitch from Nunez. Miller swings a ground ball to third. Presley goes to second to get Rice. And that will retire the side. We're going to leave Stanley out there. Why not? No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the 9th, 11-8 Seattle. John asked, didn't Garvey lose his streak in 85? Consecutive games? Girls were on Garvey's mind too, John. I forget when he lost the streak. Of course, he was with San Diego then. Maybe until Beltre, Jamie says the Dodgers could never find a good third baseman after Say. Say, I think, is underrated, personally. Hendu, 1 for 4. He has struck out twice. Miller, a 4 and a 7, goes out to play right because Dewey's a DH. You don't want to lose that. Pitch to Henderson. That's going to be an immediate test for Miller. In fact, that's going back there, and Stanley's turned into a pumpkin because that's off the wall. Henderson will round second. He's going to... How many triples are we going to get in this game? He's digging for third. The throw to Boggs is going to be close, but not in time. Chanty Touch says Say was probably the best player in that famous infield. Really? You think even better than Garvey? He was very solid. The Avis at third to Mike Schmidt's hurts. So we'll let Stanley face Presley. 1 for 4, a double, a run scored, and a strikeout. Okay. Gibbon goes out to talk to Stanley. Presley into center. That's going to score Henderson, but that will get a run in. Armas will make the catch. Henderson tags, and there's the throw to the plate. They actually got a shot at him. No, safe. So 1 out, 12-8 Seattle. Here's Kearney. 1 for 4, a double and 2 RBI and a run scored. Stanley's pitch. And that will do it for Stanley. That gets down the line and left. Rice will pick it up off the wall. Kearney's got himself a double at least. He's going for 3. And he's in there with a triple. Well, this should be comically interesting. Mark, I can't find the strike zone clear. coming in. Pitching change. His game coming to you from Fenway Park in Boston. Clear is going to walk Spike Owen here in a minute, making his 9th appearance. 29 years old, the former Angel throws that fastball at 98. Where it goes, nobody knows. And a ground ball plus pitcher. He faced one batter on the 12th in Oakland and struck him out on 7 pitches. So overall, 7 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He's walked 5 and struck out 9. He's going to give Owen the intentional pass and take his chances with Percani. Jack 1 for 3, a double, an RBI, scored twice, stole a base, walked twice, and struck out once. 12 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Seattle. They've left on 6. The Red Sox, 8 runs, 14 hits, an error, and they've left on 10. Garvey broke his thumb in 83. Was still with the Dodgers at that point, right? Ended the streak. Then played every game for San Diego in 84 and 85. And I'm sure that Craig Nichols was his roommate on the road. Pitch to Percani. It's the ground ball they needed. Barrett makes a great stop. He can only get the runner at first, however. So Owen goes to second, 13-8. Oh, 83 was Garvey's first season with the Padres. Okay. So it's 12-8. Oh, they got him. They turned it. Didn't look like it. So they played for the... That's why you do the intentional walk. Barrett dove, gathered it in. Barrett stepped on second, threw to first. Buckner was there, and it's 12-8. So Nunez, who must be tired at this point, will face Barrett, Gutierrez, and Gibbon. Marty 1 for 3. He has singled, walked, and struck out. Pitch to Barrett. Into center field. Henderson will try to get this one. That's going back, but there's so much room back there, 1 out. They doubled up Percani. I thought there wasn't even a throw, or it was late. That's what I get for reading chat. Here's Gutierrez. Jackie 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Gibbon on deck. Nunez delivers. There's a line ground ball. Pass. No, Davis has it. Takes it to the bag. 2 out. He got the hard bounder, and that'll bring up Gibbon. Last chance saloon for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. The solo shot, which was a dandy, but Seattle is 1 out away from going 17 and 16. The Red Sox would fall to 19 and 13. We'll play the rest of the day in baseball in a moment. Pitch to Gibbon. Into right. Cowens will make the catch, and Seattle's going to win this. Yeah, Nunez wasn't a shrinking violet, was he? Man, the game took, in game time, 3 hours and 55 minutes. 12-11-0 for Seattle. They leave on, well, there's so many extras here, it's not even on the screen. 7, 8-14-1 for the Red Sox. And they leave on 10. Carl Best is going to be your MVP for Digital Dice. He's the winner. 2 innings, and he struck out 5. Not too shabby. He faced 6 batters and fanned 5 of them. Nunez picks up his 7th save. The less we say about the Red Sox pitching, the better. Wade Boggs 3 for 5 with 3 doubles. This was an mid-80s Red Sox game all the way. All right, let's play the rest of the day in baseball, shall we? As soon as it did have the vibe of a Yankee Red Sox modern game, didn't it? Come on, you can do this. Barojas had plus stuff, yeah. All right. Oakland 4, Milwaukee 3. San Francisco 4, Pittsburgh 3. Dodgers beat the Cubs 6-2. Yankees and Guidry shut out the Rangers 3-0. Philly 5, Atlanta 4. Carlton the second win. We'll just wait for the rest of these to play out. You too, Tribe fan. Have a great day. Only a handful of highlights. So Kruger gets the win for Oakland. Higuera takes a loss. Howell with a save. San Francisco down Pittsburgh 4-3. Etley Hammaker 2-2. Rick Roden wants to talk about his golf game. He's now 1-5. Chris Brown is third of the year. Diaz 2-0 for the Dodgers. They beat Scott Sanderson 6-2. Ryan Sandberg 3-4 with a double. Fernando in that game last night struck out 15. Ron Guidry shuts out the Rangers 3-0. Willie Randolph 2-4 with a double. Elliot Maddox, his first of the year in that Philly-Atlanta game. Kansas City down the Royals 6-3. Charlie Lieberant goes to 2-5. Schulte 2-5. George Brett is fourth of the year, 2-4 with a stolen base. Les Expos beat Les Reds, or Les Rouges, 4-3. Tim Burke 5-0. Ted Power falls to 1-1. Tim Raines is second of the year, 1-3 with a walk. California all over Toronto, 12-3, 16 hits. You're welcome, John. We'll talk to you soon. Ron Romanek, who hears the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep, 3-1. Jimmy Key falls to 2-2. Rob Wilfong, his first two of the year, he drives in 6, goes 3-5. The Mets, they are coming alive. Dwight Gooden beats Joe Niekro 7-4. Danny Heat hits 2 homers. He now has 3 and has 3 RBI. Tigers over the Twins in 11. Willie Hernandez gets his first win. Lysander goes to 1-2. Lou Whitaker is getting his number retired. 3-6, 9 homer now in the year and drove in 4. Tom Seaver 3 hits the Orioles over 7 1/3. 5-2. Senor Smoke Denny Martinez goes to 0-5, and St. Louis beats San Diego 6-2. Joaquin Andujar beats Lamar Hoyt. Jack Clark is fourth of the year. He drove in 3, and Houston committed 4 errors. So we're probably going to change out that Minnesota game. Check the Facebook group, Retro Sports Network, for changes. I'll be with you tomorrow at lunch. Have a good day, everybody. So long.